Hello, welcome back to the channel. So I see people already here. Cool. Say hello and tell me how your day is going. We are under a winter weather advisory. So hopefully the weather stays good and it doesn't affect my internet, but I actually did it today. Today I went to get new cameras, and I was going to buy 4 of them, and they're making me wait till Saturday. So, but feel free to let me know how you guys are doing. Once a couple more people come in, we'll go ahead and get started with the chat. You can talk about whatever you would like to. Tell me how your day's going. And I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be a snow day tomorrow? So sitting on edge of my seat, waiting to hopefully hear some good news. I could use a little bit of a break, but I see, who is that? I went to buy a new camera because my screen's all cracked. And like I said, hi, Dan. Good to see you. Dee Dee, nice to have you here. And Joseph, Lowell, and who is that? AJ? AJK. Good to have you guys. Feel free to open up the conversation. Debbie is here. Debbie, how's it going? I know I was kind of in a funk today. I had to do some training online, and it was all day just sitting in front of the computer. And those of you who know me know that I'm a teacher. So being a teacher, you can get up, walk around when you want to, and actually it's encouraged to walk around. So sitting all day was kind of tough, but let me know how you're doing. And tomorrow, I'm hoping for a snow day. I would not mind going out ice skating and also just kind of hanging out at home. I'll do some videos tomorrow if we do have a snow day. And also, I did get some chicken at Gordon Food Service, only $3. They extended the time. I was in a rush to get out there from 4 to 7 o'clock now, but they were sold out at like 5 o'clock, and they're like, we have double the amount that we did yesterday. So, Debbie, are you okay? So you made some eggs, and I only got 3 chickens, but we'll debone those tomorrow because I'm not cooking today. But I got some beef tips and roast, and of course the chicken, and I pulled out some puff pastry. So tomorrow I will reset up my computer so I can cook, and so you guys could see it. I could cook right now, but you won't see it. So I decided to wait, but I got that puff pastry. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I don't really eat sweets, but I'm kind of thinking, what else do you make with puff pastry? So have to see if I can make food. If not, I'll make a dessert or something. But Healing Hands is here. Good to have you. How's your day going? Frank is joining us. And has anybody heard about the TikTok update? I haven't heard. And they're talking about, what's it called? Red, whatever. Red, what is, I have it saved. All my devices are being used. What is the red thing that people are going to? But then I saw people saying that they got booted out once they uploaded something. Where red zone, red something, I can't remember. The kid is here. Mark, nice to have you. Gladys, Randy is joining in. And what does that say? Scum Pirate. Is that what it says? Oh my gosh. And Mary is here. Good to have you guys. So Debbie, you are doing okay? What'd you end up doing today? And I just kind of didn't really want to go out in the weather, but it wasn't too bad. We did get some snow, and we're supposed to get what is it, like 4 or so inches, and it's -4 feel out. So it is pretty cold. Let me know what the weather's like by you guys. But confirmation bias, that's the topic that I picked for today. You guys can open up whatever you guys would like to talk about. And confirmation bias, I see a lot of that happen. It can happen in the beginning of relationships. It can happen a lot of times right after you get married or throughout the relationship. And that's why I've been talking about the shift in our thinking, because it's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy. So confirmation bias, let's say that you got married, but you have these like thoughts in your head because let's say maybe your parents were divorced and you think all men are either cheaters or they're going to leave. Like, what's the point? And, you know, you had that in your head, well, this is going to be different. But then you get these little signals. Let's say he comes home late, and it just kind of triggers a little insecurity within you. And you're going to kind of start taking notice of it, and subconsciously storing it and keeping a little scorecard like, yep, that happened. And it's going to take the relationship down that way, because every little thing, oh, yep, he came home late, and he could be doing nothing wrong, but your mind is subconsciously going to take you down that path. And Luiso, hey, beautiful. Any signs for me tonight? I love when you guys ask for that. I love that. So yes, got my big bowl and words of affirmation. So let's see. I stuck all the old ones back in here. So, all right, here we go. Luiso, I don't need validation from others. I'm unique in my talents and pursuits. So I want you to remember that. Tell yourself that, because sometimes, it feels good to have validation. But when we start relying on other people, we start having problems. So just be confident in who you are. Realize it's okay to just tell yourself, I am awesome. I am doing good. And remind yourselves of the things that are good. I'm self-sufficient. I'm important. All these different things. And just be proud of yourself wherever you are in your journey, because life is a journey and it's not always easy. So if anybody else would like a word of affirmation, it says more. Oh my goodness. Is it Geester? Number one gifter. I thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ivan is here. Jim is here. Jeff is here. Pappy, nice to have you. And Debbie needs one. But if you would like a word of affirmation, give me a 1, 2, or 3. Debbie, you want to pick your number? I'm going to have Debbie pick. I'll let you pick. 1, 2. Let's see. I want to get some ones that I haven't done yet. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which one do you want? You got to tell me. These are so much better than tarot cards. I see people doing tarot cards, but heck, words of affirmation. We are going to play a part in having an amazing life, and it starts within us. So Jose is here, Daryl, and is it Sparky, Samu, Marie? Nice to have you guys. WWW 1, 2, and 3. Sarah should be joining us, our licensed master social worker. Number 3. All right, so here it is. Oh, I am listening to myself talk, and I am shifting it to be kinder. I am giving myself more grace. And I want you to pick one more between 1 and 2. So we do have to talk to ourselves with kindness. We got to be our own best friend. And when things get tough, just pick yourself back up, realize you're human, and just keep chugging along. So I want another 1 or 2, 1 or 2. She gets one more. We're going to make it a great day today. Number 1. All right. So number 1, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. So Debbie is a good cook. I like the way she cooks, but it's okay to do things different, and I like the way I do things. I was thinking about that yesterday when I was shoveling the snow. I'm like, I probably look like an idiot, all zigzaggy and not making a pattern out of it. And I'm like, I don't care. And Neil, good to have you here. Lovely. How are you? And who else wants some? We got to give away some more words of affirmation. I need a 1, 2, or 3. So Neil, how was your day today? Hopefully you're having a good day. Okay, I got 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Let me know what you guys would like. But nice to have you here. And Michael is joining. Natalia. Oh, Natalia, I love your name. I love that name. I don't know if it's my favorite or it's up there. Sometimes I'll say it's my favorite. What are the other names I like? I love Natalia. And is it Natalia? I like Natalia. Is it AH sound? Natalia? Could be Natalia. But Neil says, I'm great. Thanks. How are you? I am doing good. I am doing good. Hoping for a snow day tomorrow. And then I can definitely cook for you guys. All right. Neil, you're in the number 2. I'm going to give you a number 2. You took too long. So you get number 2, but I don't know if I can read it. I will be calm. I will be okay. So just when things, look how little it is. Can you even see the words on it? But yeah, just be calm. Sometimes we make a big deal out of things and get super stressed. We have to realize this will pass, and it's in the big scheme of things not as important as it seems. Hello, Phil. Good to have you here. Phil, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. And Randy is here. Randy, how's your day going? You think we're going to have a snow day? I don't know. Kind of hoping. Phil, I need a 1, 2, or 3. You too, Randy. And we were number 69. Okay. 69, you naughty, naughty boy. All right. Go to church every day. Okay, so it says, I am strong and I persevere, which I don't know. Since it's with a 69, I don't know, but persevere, exactly. Andrew is here, Alan, unless it's Alan. I teach English as a second language. We have an Alan. Debbie says, Talia was my granddaughter, who passed away. She was stillborn. Talia's a beautiful name. How old was she? A stillborn. Wow. How long ago was that? I know I've had some miscarriages, but did she have a full term birth? Was it full term? That's always hard when trying to make sense out of that sometimes. Why does this happen? And 9 years ago, full term, that's gotta be hard. I know I accidentally, oh my gosh, I felt horrible. But when I did I already deliver? I would think I was walking around trying to induce the labor. So I was in the hospital to have my daughter. I don't think she was born yet, but I'm walking around and I was just coming off the elevator, and there's a lady on the maternity ward, and she's in a wheelchair, and her belly didn't look real big. Mine didn't either, but I was full term. But just in general, I was like, oh, what'd you have? And she's like, I lost my baby. And I was like, oh. So that's one lesson I learned. Even when I had my miscarriage, they didn't have any places for me to go except the maternity ward. So that was really hard. You got babies all over the place. But that's just a lesson that I learned. I won't ask somebody unless I say, something ahead of time, because not every woman has the baby when she goes into the hospital. So prayers for the mother. Yeah, sometimes life doesn't always make sense, but hopefully if you guys believe in heaven, there you go. And that's kind of one thing I kind of comfort myself with is there'll be a day. So I'll be in the nursery. You guys will be able to see me in heaven. That's where I'll be. Debbie says I had a friend who that happened to. She had to carry him 2 extra weeks to deliver him full term. I know. My sister had a miscarriage, and she had to wait a long time to have that come out. So yeah, it's hard. That's hard. So I'm going to do RD. RD, you get number 2 because nobody's telling me what number they want. To give me a 1, 2, or 3. RD, it's okay to feel sad, not know what you want, ask for help, show your emotions, be yourself. We need more people to be themselves. Each and every one of us is special. And Halloween, we wear masks. That's it. Let's take those masks off. And how did I get duplicates? When I first started, I didn't realize how many of these. Ooh. I will not compare myself with others. I'm going to take that one. That one's for me. And another 1, 2, 3. Randy, did I give you yours? Randy? I'm going to take that. I'm not giving you this one. I'm just going to read this one. And I'm going to give you a better one, Randy. It says, I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect, because each and every one of us has a little something we're not crazy about with ourselves, but embrace those flaws. And are they really even flaws? Just being different doesn't mean it's a flaw. So that's why I didn't want to read you that one. And all right, so Randy, I treat myself with respect and I deserve it. We have to remember, I just had somebody that I know um, was went on a date, and it was supposed to be like a first meeting. And if you want to know about online dating, it was not me. But anyway, so they chit chatted a little bit. She started talking to him, and the next day he wanted to meet up, which is fine. But they lived, I don't know, probably about 120, 130 miles away. And so they met halfway. I was like, oh, be careful. For one thing, we have to kind of think ahead of time. Do we want a long-term relationship? If you're on a dating app and you want a relationship, why are you picking somebody so far away? So before you even get your feelings involved, I mean, you can weed out people that aren't going to be conducive to a good relationship or an easier relationship. So she's kind of stuck where she can't move for personal reasons. And so unless he's willing to move, so, that's kind of a hard thing. So anyways, she goes out and she meets with him, and he's being a gentleman. He's taking her to a real nice dinner, and the conversation's flowing, and ends up taking her out for some hot chocolate, kind of treating her really nice. And then it starts to snow. And so he offers to get a hotel. And she did not want to sleep with them, like as a first date. And she, this was only the second person she's been with. So it was the second person. And so, anyways, she spends the night with them, has a great time, forgets to use protection, and then, she enjoyed the night. She enjoyed the night, but then he ghosts her and unmatches with her. So now, her second time ever. Was kind of a blow to the self-esteem, and it's also outside her personality, her beliefs, things like that. So it's easy to get caught up in emotions when you're lonely or kind of sexually frustrated. And part of it too is I was trying to tell her that take the moral stuff out, whether we should or shouldn't do that as far as religion or whatever. But if you want a healthy relationship, when you just kind of jump into bed with each other, you're not going to see the red flags. She doesn't know what's he going to be like if I tell him no. How committed to this is he? Is he going to see me a second time? So when we jump too far into it, a lot of times too, it just turns into being sexual. And before you even know each other. So if you want a relationship, that's just not the way to do it. So it's better to invest in, for guys too, is this really a woman that you want? So Debbie says, I don't need to compare myself with other because I'm pretty damn good by myself. How about very damn good? I agree. And, when we start comparing ourselves, we start, I don't know. It's almost like we're putting them above us. And are they really? They're just another human being. Somebody might have, I don't know, a cuter smile than me or better hair, but there's so many different things like personality or motivation or different little things. So it's not worth comparing. Like, what's the checklist anyways? Is it looks? Is it personality? Is it, I don't know. But also to remember, if you're spiritual, we're not supposed to judge other people. And that includes us. I think as far as like judging other people, we have to be cautious. Is this person safe? Like I think I like the word evaluate. So you're not necessarily judging, is this murderer, a good, bad person, worth living, worth not? Um, it's just evaluate if they're safe to be around. Evaluate. Thank you for the follow, Roger. Roger that. I appreciate it. And Roger, your mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. So I have a feeling that's you. So, no, we're not here to just survive. We are here to thrive, and I'm here to help you along the way. There's lots of ups and downs in life, but enjoy the ride because I'm going to ride with you. So, those of you on TikTok, Cynthia Schiller, Schiller, write that down. I don't know what's going on with the TikTok ban. I'd like you guys to fill me in. I have not really seen anything. And Tammy, my friend, how's it going? We are just chit-chatting. Tammy, give me a 1, 2, or 3. I want to give you a word of affirmation. So, got to get that one going. But I need a 1, 2, or 3. And anybody else who would like a word of affirmation? This is me, though. This is me. I won't hold grudges. And I'm real good about not holding grudges. Some things have made me sad in life. Some things I don't like. I don't hold grudges. I just don't. And I think that's part of freeing yourself. When you hold grudges, it's almost like you're holding on to that anger, and we can't really heal as we hold on to that grudge. Doing it with Jason. Oh, that's cute. I can read that. His teacher likes it. Okay, guys, what do you call a chicken looking at a bowl of lettuce? What do you call a chicken looking at a bowl of lettuce? Chicken sees a salad. Oh, you're so silly. And Roland is here. Victor, nice to have you guys. Tony, is it Chupras? Joe is here. And Dickie Sullivan, Eddie. So, all right, Tammy. Ooh, Tammy. Feel fear and do it anyways, because there are things that we fear. I mean, don't jump off a bridge, but be wise. But the fears that we have, not like dangerous things, but starting a new job or moving or being nervous and just approaching somebody to talk, you're going to feel some fear, and just do it. Just do it anyways. I mean, evaluate. Don't go up and talk to a murderer. But if it looks like a kind person or a friend of a friend, go ahead and just do it. I know so much of our lives, we hold ourselves back. So, yeah, I know talking about fear, I might be going ice fishing on my back lake. So, Bebob what is your name? Bebob McDuffie. There you go. Shady is here. But somebody update me. And what is that? The red what? It's not red zone. Is it red zone? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But I'm trying to get 4 new phones by Saturday so I can have better cameras for you guys and better connections where it's not gonna do all this crazy stuff. So I'm working on it. I actually went there today. I'm all proud of myself, but gotta wait till this weekend. And doing this for you guys so we can have better angles and more editing. I gotta do my editing. So, all right, I'm going to put the cards down till somebody asks for it. But do you guys have that in your life where you've done some confirmation bias, where you kind of oopsied and had that self-fulfilling prophecy where it's almost like we think it or speak it into being. And that's why negative self-talk or negative thoughts can take your life down a path that you'd be better off with positivity and believing in yourself. There's things, I'll tell you what, guys, I can achieve so much that I just don't give up. And like I said, I'm going to Amsterdam and Paris, and I started, anybody in Michigan, if anybody wants $500, let me know. So I started a host family job where I connect exchange students with host families. So listen up. If you're in Michigan, Sarah, listen to this. I'm talking about the host families right now. So this is how it works. If you guys want to help me out, if you know somebody who lives within 120 miles, I'm in Michigan, so it's a pretty safe bet. But if you know somebody who would be willing to do a exchange student, I got to word that different, willing to host an exchange student for a semester, just one semester, or two, you can get $500 just for referring them to me. So they have to be within 120 miles of me in Michigan, but you can get $500. Or if you want to do it, be smart, have somebody refer you and split the money or just ask for it. So just saying. But with that, I can qualify to go to Costa Rica. And so I've been proactive on finding ways to travel. And I also have where I want to travel with you guys. So I set up a Costa Rica trip after I get back from Amsterdam and Paris. You guys will see that. Sarah says hi. I'll be right back. Okay. But you guys can see that I'm legit. This company is the same company that the high schools use for traveling, but that confirmation bias is something that we really have to think about. So if you're like, they're going to fire me anyways, they probably will, because you're going to give up or not try hard, or it's like your attitude's going to change a little bit, and it just plants that seed. So plant the seed of positivity. And I need you guys to talk to me. Tell me what's going on in your minds. It seems like last couple days people have been kind of struggling a little bit. Sarah's in. I know Sarah's going to travel. Sarah's going to, talk your brother into hosting. Then you and I will take him out to dinner with that $500, and then we'll go shopping. But hey, he gets a dinner out of it. But that's the other thing too. Like if you're an empty nester or never had kids or want somebody to entertain your kids, it's a good opportunity. And as a English as a second language teacher, I'll tell you what, like I adore the kids. Like they just, I don't know. All kids are special, but they usually have more respect. Also remember that their English isn't quite as good, so they can't mouth off. Yeah, but the exchange students do have pretty good English that will be coming here. Sarah says yes, they are. They are respectful for the most part. They're so fun and silly, and I like the little learning English can be fun. Like when I went to China, their what is it, book, the word for book is shu. I can't even say it right, but shu. So it sounds like shoe. And these little girls, they were so cute. They're like 8 years old, and they're doing like the intonation because it either goes up or down or across. So it's almost like they're conducting while they're trying to teach me different words, and like shoe. And so I was asking, I'm like, you want me to read my shoe, and I'm showing my foot, and they're like, no, shoe. They're trying to say it's a book. I know it's a book, but it was just kind of fun where it's like a little play on words sometimes. Also, some of the, like we were learning idioms, like kind of cliche words that we say to where, like tickled pink, or that's kind of 2 sandwiches short of a picnic, or you think you're all that in a bag of chips. Like, you kind of have to know what the idiom means. And so they were trying to create idioms, and he was trying to say his sister is really tall. And so the assignment was to use idioms. So he decided to make his own up instead of like researching or utilizing the ones that I provided. But so to say my sister is super tall, he said, my sister is high as a kite. And it's like, ooh. I'm like, what exactly did you mean by that? So I've been doing good, Phantom. It's been a while. What have you been up to? Well, good evening. Good to see you here. Phantom, do you have my name written down? Cynthia Schiller, Shiller, Soul Survivor Cynthia on YouTube. I don't want to lose track or connection with you guys. I do go live. Those of you on my Facebook, if you can go over to a Soul Survivor, Cynthia Schiller. I'm trying to bring everybody over to a Soul Survivor, Cynthia Schiller, so I can take back my personal page. But how have you been? Oh my goodness. And so the podcast we were supposed to do, the girl didn't feel too good, but we're just postponing it. And anybody else that wants to share their story, feel free to let me know. Could I, if you comment not in live, comment on just any of my videos. Just write, send it to me, and I'll message you. I'll try to post some things too. We have till the 19th. We got 6 more days. Just comment so it is fresh in my a way I can get to you. So if you can do that on just any video, I'll see your message. So yes, I will do that. So it's also in the headline right now. I think you should see it. So yeah, and I'll definitely get that to you. And anybody else too. Like if you didn't write down Cynthia Schiller, Shiller, yeah, just message me. What's your name? I'll tell you. Because I don't want to lose track of you guys. So you guys help me just like I help you. And I love the community that we've been building. And I got some lifers in here pretty much since the beginning. DJ is back. Nice to have you. Oh my goodness. Look at that. All the love, liking the live. Debbie says, I see Phil is being naughty again. I guess he didn't learn. Well, he's not being too naughty. I think he was just being snarky. So, yeah, a little naughty, Phil, a little naughty. But he wasn't like completely obnoxious. So there are times, we've definitely had some stuff. His lesson, there you go. So, yeah, I never knew what that was. I had a guy asking me if I was into that, and I thought it was DRUGs. And oh, you were making hot chocolate. I think I might. Am I out of hot chocolate? I might be out of hot chocolate. That sounds good. Do I have hot chocolate? We should go check. Bad weather by me. Woo! That's good news. Hopefully that means no snow day. I know there, if it's where we have to go to school tomorrow, that's not good. But it's winter weather advisory. So what have I been doing? Well, today I went to get new cameras. I picked out 4, and I got to go back on Saturday to get them. But I'm trying to expand the camera situation to where it doesn't have as much like, internet static and better resolution. So I did that, picked them out. I went and got my rotisserie chicken that we're going to debone tomorrow. I got 3 of them. I wanted 8, but I'm kind of okay with not having to debone so many. And I went grocery shopping. So Sarah, I know Debbie's been waiting for me to cook too. So pulled out my puff pastry. Saw the video of me ice skating and shoveling snow. You loved it. Aw. So I will be doing more ice skating. Remember, I haven't skated in so long. So getting back into it. I've never done like the jumps and stuff, but I was for a little bit of time on a precision ice skating team. I was like the newest person there. And it was kind of nice because, it was like boy, girl. And with my height, I was by the really tall, strong guys. So they kind of held me up. I don't even know if my feet touched the ground. My hair is so pretty. Aw, thank you. Yeah, you want to know my secret? I should tell you my secret. You can't wait for the recipes. I bought some beef this time too. And thank you. It's starting to get long again. You want to see? I'll show you. It's starting to get long again. Because I did cut quite a bit. I cut, I don't know, about this much, and then I regretted it. But where is it now? It's now back to here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, I cut it to like here. So it's getting back there. It's still kind of ratty, but that's all right. You got to do it piece by piece. When can I come see you for my haircut? You, you want a haircut? You want me to cut your hair? I know it looks darker. It looks redder too. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm waiting till I see my daughter again. She lives a couple states away. It looks way darker. I know. I know. I know. It depresses me. Yeah, it's like a dark red. It's like brown red. So I don't know. But still beautiful. Yeah, it'll be blonde again. I think what it is it's absorbing the rust in my water. And there's was it Olaplex or something where you can kind of soak your hair, and I might do that. It'll brighten it up. I know I was looking at some of my other videos. I'm like, dang. And then the lighting seems real dark today. I have the same lighting setup, but it also does the lighting seem darker? Not on this, not on you. You look kind of bright, but yeah, it's dark. Right before I know, it's the first time I stopped. Oh, I gotta tell you this. It's kind of funny. So I'm teaching English as a second language. I have my Chinese students, and of course, they all have dark hair. But sometimes I highlight my hair. So, anyways, it's kind of like my hair starts getting darker over time, and the sun helps lighten it, and then in the winter it gets darker. Also, my hormones affect it sometimes. But anyways, so I'm teaching and I'm like, what is your hair color? And they're like, I have black hair. And so she has red hair. So we're learning colors because you don't want to say yellow hair. You want to say blonde. And I'm like, what color is my hair? And they're like, well, kind of brown. And I'm like, that's when I know I need to highlight it again. Yeah. But my daughter too, when she was growing up, it's kind of funny. We were playing I Spy. And back then, I hate to admit it, but I had like a little bit, it wasn't ridiculous, but I had a little bit of wood on my dashboard. So we're in the car and we're traveling across state and got to entertain the kid. So what did I say? We're going to play I Spy. Did I tell her I had to be in the car? I think because a lot of times she would like turn around and I can't look way back there to see there's a cow or a barn. So I told her, just it has to be in the car. So she was like, I spy something brown. I'm like, what is brown? I'm like, my makeup? And I'm like thinking, like, what is brown? I'm like, is it the wood on the dashboard? And she's like, nope, your roots. You little shit. So, do I have any options other than a buzz cut? Nope. I went to a cosmetology school, so I've cut quite a few people's hair. Sorry, I have been away for a while taking care of the cabin in North Carolina and other businesses. How is it over in North Carolina? And prayers for the people over in California too. So what are we making? I went shopping today and we are cooking tomorrow. So it's 11:10 at night. So I can't stay up too late unless they call school, unless I get a phone call coming through. But I will cook tomorrow. So I did go grocery shopping, so I can cook tomorrow. And what did I forget? I forgot fruit cocktail because I want to make ambrosia again. And they didn't have any spinach because I want to make my lasagna. But I did get beef, so I can make Do I have to teach tomorrow? Probably. As of right now, yes, but we are under a winter weather advisory, so maybe not. Sarah says, I can't wait for the recipes. And I know my friend, she ended up making, thank you, Mallory, made me some beef stroganoff. So now I have her recipe. It turned out really good. Ryan, good to have you here. Ryan, I'm going to give you a word of affirmation. And if anybody else would like one, give me a 1, 2, or 3. So, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. So, yeah, it takes like 30 days to have a habit form. And, it becomes a part of us. So I am not an ice skater for 29 more days. Then it'll be ingrained in me. But yeah, I do teach tomorrow. Got to wake up at 6, so I'm not even going to get 8 hours. But best dessert ever, ambrosia. I know is so easy. So one more time, ambrosia. And I also need mandarin oranges. It's super, super easy. All you do is take a thing of sour cream, a bag of sweetened coconut, and a bag of mini marshmallows. And then drain your fruit cocktail, and then also a can of mandarin oranges. And that's it. It's so good. It's so good. Even if you kind of can tolerate, if you're not super crazy about coconut, it's still good. I don't know. I think. So I agree with you. And it's actually kind of expensive when you buy it like in the deli. I don't think it's all that expensive. But any suggestions on what I should make? I'm so basic. I usually do the same stuff. So I'm going to try. I actually bought onions again, trying to be a grown-up cook. And I bought Cool Whip. Who was I? Oh, it was Barb. I was talking to Barb about all these different desserts that have like Cool Whip. But Sarah and a good chicken or beef recipe. I want to make, actually I have beef and broccoli. Maybe I should see if nope, I don't have enough stuff for that. I'll have to get, I think I bought sesame oil, I think. I still need to reach out to my Chinese friend from China and ask her, chicken paprika. That looks so, I know, I forgot. Do I have paprika? I don't know. I almost bought heavy cream, but I don't know if I need that. I did not buy that. Chicken paprika. That's if I have this stuff. Chicken paprika. I'll have to see if I have all this stuff. Chicken tacos. I could probably make that. Chicken tacos. I did buy the tortillas. I don't have I'm kind of basic anyway, so I just put like cheese and lettuce. I bought pickled beets. I don't know. I'm starting to be a grown-up. You can get those on your, what is it, Greek salads? Sour cream. I did buy sour cream. I bought 2 things of sour cream. Hello, sisters, and good night. Good night to you too. And sisters, I got to give you a word of affirmation, and I got somebody popping in. So life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Just like us. We don't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Because life is never going to be perfect. It will never be perfect. And in a way, you kind of don't want it perfect, because then you kind of lose that passion to grow. Does that make sense? You are welcome, sisters. Sarah says, yum, I found a lot of recipes of pickled beets. Ooh. Huh. Yeah. Sarah, do you remember Sign of the Beef Carver? What was it, 8 in Woodward? Was it 8? No, maybe 10.5 in Woodward. Do you remember Sign of the Beef Carver? We used to go there a lot. And it was kind of like a what would you call it? Kind of like a cafeteria kind of thing where you go and you pick out your food. And they had like a big rack of them. roast beef, and they would fresh cut it. So yes, and they had chopped salad, but they also had, Sarah, did you did you ever get where it was a third of head of a lettuce? I swear they just cut it into thirds and gave you this huge triangle of lettuce. And so I would always they gave you free pickled beets and free pickled beets and pickles. And we used to just eat that. It had great food. I know, mashed potatoes and gravy. And the Survivor. Thank you so much. Got the #1 gifter badge. And Survivor, Ashley, which day would you like to do our podcast? Oh my gosh. And we got G-Man. Thank you. I look like Taylor Swift. I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate that. I think she's pretty. So thank you. You want me to sing? Yeah, no. I look like her. I don't sound like her. I did do one video. I cannot. How does she get her lipstick like that? Does anybody have an idea? Because I dressed as Taylor Swift for Halloween, and I cannot get that lipstick like that. So thank you. I am open any day in the evening this week. Tomorrow I have to tutor. If I have a snow day, let's do tomorrow. If not, Wednesday. What do you think? So, oh my gosh, you are so sweet. Look at all these gifts. Sarah says, what was the other restaurants that went out of business that had that great dessert? All the famous people went there too. I want Pasquale's. Pasquale's? Is that what you're talking about? I had my bridal shower there, but we didn't have a wedding. But I don't know if that's the one you were talking about, but Pasquale's, all the famous people went there, and they would have like pictures and signatures on the wall. It was in what, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, but they had the best chocolate mousse. So I can only do it in the evening. Yes, you. Oh, that's right. You even homeschool. I thought you just had to get her to bed, but yeah, evenings are fine because I teach during the day. It was an older person restaurant. Well, they had Bill Knapp's. My grandma loved to go to the place in the mall. Where was it? Tell me where it was. An older person restaurant, Big Boys. Big Boys has the best hot foot. It was on Evergreen and 10. Evergreen and 10. There was a Little Caesars there. Unless that's Lasser. Evergreen and 10. 10 Mile Road. I don't. Yes. Oh, it was Bill Knapp. Okay. Yeah. And they always do. I believe a narcissist can change. They can. Will they? Do many of them do? No, no. Can they? Anybody can change. Anybody can change. You see murderers, psychopaths, that if they have some revelation, I believe in God. So if there's some divine intervention, if they go through a traumatic experience in everyday life, are they going to change? No. It's only going to happen when they are so devastated and so helpless that they have to self-reflect. But most of them won't. You need that self-reflection because, what was it? I wanted to give an example. It depends. It depends. I would not. It's that inner work, but It's real difficult because just like right now, if you were like super upset about something, I'm like, just stop crying. Like, okay, all right, thanks. Sometimes you kind of get stuck in that where like, I gotta cry this out, I gotta cry it out. And that's kind of sometimes they get into those modes where it's like, I just gotta be a jerk. And you know, the self-reflection that they have to go through, um, it's just easier. It's easier to get what they want, to just move on. They also don't, it depends on what you mean by change. What do you mean by change? They can have cognitive empathy. Are they all of a sudden going to have these like warm, fuzzy feelings of true, deep empathy and love? No. So let me know what you mean by will they change? Because that empathy is a driving force for things to be natural, to want to help. So let me know, become a good person again. Um, that's where it gets crazy is you can see the good and the bad in them. They're not all bad, but what they do is so devastating to someone. Um, it's just like if you have kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a block of cheese and there's like that moldy piece. You can just take it off and the cheese is still good. Okay. Consume that. I don't know. Let's pretend that's poisonous. It's probably not good to eat, but if you consume it, you might at least get an upset stomach. So if you take away the bad, it's good. But when you're dealing with the relationship, it has that bad aspect to it that can be or at least toxic, damaging, devastating. And Sarah says, well, it's a personality disorder. They need counseling. You need to change to build strength to deal with them or walk away. They may never change. Thank you, Sarah. You have to change. What are you willing to deal with in your life? Boundaries. Yeah. So if you're dealing with them too, good, excellent point. Excellent point. There's things that when we're dealing with them that we have to change too. And sometimes too, that just weeds them out of our lives. If we stick to our boundaries, a lot of us did not stick to our boundaries, or we let things go for too long. And then all of a sudden we're like, look, you keep blowing me off, you keep doing this and that, but it's already a pattern that's been set up. And so they see us as changing when we're just fed up. So Survivor says, Ashley says, I don't get how they can just walk away and act like the past never ever. I don't get how he can discard this child and the children try to come back. So part of being, a woman, when you have a baby, you have that baby inside you for 9 months. And, if you want the child, you're going to eat healthy. You're going to think about things. You're going to be a little hyper vigilant. Like, why did I have a discharge? Or I need to get prenatal vitamins or this or that. Like, you're going to be like in tune with everything that's going on. You're going to feel the baby kicking. And you're going to have like, people every day, like, oh my gosh, and you look great. And, I can see your baby bump. And so the guy, they don't have all that. There's some great guys that are super loving fathers. So don't get me wrong on that. But I was rude today. I got a phone call, 2 phone calls while I was in the shower and I was waiting for an important phone call. I'll catch up on comments in a second. So I'm taking a shower and I'm thinking it might be this phone call that I'm waiting on. So I get out of the shower, conditioner in my hair, turn off the shower so they don't hear it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I get back in the shower and they call back. And it was like, it wasn't Google, but it was like, your business is not voice activated. And I'm just like, I'm not dealing with this. So I just hung up. So I was thinking about that in the shower. Like I kind of felt like a jerk, but I didn't ask for it. They kind of interrupted me. And do I really owe them? I'm a little worried about saying yes or even no because of the voice capture where they can use that against you. So that's part of the reason I hang up. I used to answer questions. So I'm being cautious, but I was like, all right, whatever. And it's because I didn't really have a relationship with this person. If I did that to my mom and be like, oh my gosh, I am such a jerk. And then I'd want to apologize and make things up because I have a connection. They don't have that connection. So, it's different. They can walk away. They can enjoy things. Have you ever been to a party with strangers and you're all like having fun and talking with each other, maybe dancing together, and then you go home and you're like, that was a really nice time. But you're not like, oh my gosh, like I wish. And it was a nice time. They look at it as a nice time. And you're like, geez. So it's just different. Thank you, Russell, for the number 2 gifter badge. I appreciate it. Look at all the like, Russell. You are awesome. Survivor says they should have said, how do they discard their child? And then when they're ready, try to come back. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Mike failed on that one. They should have said, okay, so some there's aspects that maybe they're like, it's like getting a puppy. There's times I want a puppy. I would not mind a puppy. Then it's like, oh shit, that's a big commitment. And has he grown? Has he grown? Does he regret it? Is he trying now? There are fathers that will come back and want to do the right thing. Some don't. Some utilize the kids as pawns, and they can be really damaging to the kids too. But sometimes people do want to make good on some of the bad. Are they going to be super dad? Nah. They might want some involvement though. But Babu, good to have you here. Sarah says it's not about them. It's about what we are willing to put up with until we walk away. We have to empower ourselves. And that's the thing. Like, I think what Sarah means is a lot of us are like, will they change? Will they change? Will they change? What about us? Let's talk. We can only change ourselves. We can only change ourselves. So some of it is a shifting, not tolerating things, walking away if we need to, being stern and convicted in the things that we say. So we have to change if we want the relationship to change too. So that's part of it. So thank you, Russell. And let me catch up on some of these. Scrolling. Hey, Mimi is in the house. Ashley says, well, I say, from saying you're going to email every Sunday to only holidays, that's not trying. Yeah, a lot of them are not consistent. They are not consistent. So, sometimes we can't change people, either accept or reject. And depends on also too expectations. When we have certain expectations, we also can make it harder to have a relationship. Like Sarah, I love my Sarah. If I expected her to call me just as a friend, I expect you to call me once a week. I expect you to have coffee at least once a month. And if she doesn't meet those expectations for a month or whatever, then the expectations kind of damage the relationship sometimes. So It is nice for consistency though. Like parents are different. Parents should have consistency with the kid. So I don't know. Yeah, but setting expectations with them sets you up for failure. A lot of times, yeah, because they'll promise to do it. That's why, is it worth it? Maybe just say, look, if you can see your kid on Friday, let me know by Thursday. And then whenever that day comes, there's ways to handle certain people, and sometimes we don't want to tolerate it, but we have to think, what is in the best interest of the child, because kids can get defensive sometimes too, where they're hurt and so they don't want the relationship, and we have to realize, every child's going to be different. Do they really not want the relationship, or are they hurt? So what would be better, to reunite if both parties can deepen the relationship and repair it? It'd be ideal if every child had both parents involved in some way. But it's also sometimes, when you hurt a child like that, you got to understand what the child's going through too, and proceed cautiously. So yeah, it's tough. But if they can't be consistent with an email, why would they become consistent with real time? So that's the thing. We can't control that, you know. So sometimes if we look at things as bonuses, um, people that wish me happy birthday, I can look at it as a bonus, or I can get really upset that 15 of my friends didn't acknowledge my birthday this month or this year. So, we got to be cautious too on how we do that, because if you're like, well, Cynthia, none of your friends said happy birthday, I might start to feel like a loser, as opposed to focusing on, well, Katie said happy birthday to you. And sometimes it's just a mind thing. And, I don't know. I think counseling would be good. And yeah, consistency is important, though. It is important. And it's tough. Is he serious about doing it? Would he show consistency? And you can ask him to go to a therapist and show me some consistency that you'll do this. You'll get better for your child. And AC says, I passed. Oh, again? Oh. So, Babu, what's up with you? You guys are silly. They call me Saint. Saint joined. John is here, AC. So, girl, I asked him to go to therapy. I bet. I know, Ashley. Well, you can do what you want. You're my number 2 gifter. But Ashley, I know. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll have to look at when he reaches out again. I'd be interesting to read what he has to say. Yeah, I just wish I wish they could have a relationship. Is it necessarily the best for her though? But I know she doesn't want to talk to him right now. Well, the next holiday is Valentine's Day, LOL. So yeah, Valentine's Day, he may or may not consider that a holiday, and for a child. Some people get into that, some people don't. Same with St. Patrick's Day. Same with you're looking till her birthday or December, or even Easter. Not everybody gives Easter baskets. I don't know if you're Christian, but not everybody gives Easter baskets. So I don't know. What month is her birthday? And you don't have to share if you don't want to. But Valentine's Day. Well, accept the chocolate. Let them reach out. Let them reach out and send that chocolate. So tomorrow I will be going live though. Man, see, you guys do this to me all the time because I start getting like a second wind. And, but, Sarah, what would you say is the most important healing either exercise or thing that we need to do? Is it accept our faults? Is it to give ourselves grace, or learning how to do boundaries? What is something that you would suggest that people who are struggling in the healing process? So that's what I said. But see, I tried, guys. I went to the store today to get a new phone. My thing is all cracked. That's what I said. Birthday is Christmas and Thanksgiving are major holidays. The rest are whatever. So October, and you know the state of mind he's in and where he's at. It's not a problem. Yeah. I say remembering it wasn't you. So there are some things that we can learn to do differently too, though. There are some things we can learn to do differently too. But yeah, exercising is helping you a lot too. Yes. Get that blood pumping, and exercise is great for that. Sarah says we have to take easy with each other now too. Too much heavy stuff going on these days. When dealing with a child, you always need to involve a counselor. That's good. Yeah, instead of just hashing out with him, just say, look, let's get a mediator. We'll use a counselor to do that. That's probably the best thing. Like, look, you want to talk to your daughter. We're having some issues. Let's talk with a counselor, see where we go from here. The podcasts are helping me as well, sharing my story. I agree. Sammy Sam, hello. Dealing with narcissistic people gives you the knowledge of a psychologist in a narcissism. You are not kidding. Comment me if you guys have been like, or at least did for a while, where you just go down that rabbit hole of searching everything on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all the information. And I had one person, they're like, you say the same thing. You've already said it. And it's like, yes, you sometimes you hear it over and over and over again. And it's still like, it takes a long time, sometimes a couple of years for it to click, because it's like, how is this even possible? You know, if you're an empathetic person, you're like, how does somebody not have empathy? You know? And hello, Mimi. Me. Yes, I agree. But sharing our story does help. That's why I open it up to you guys. If you'd like to share your story, it also helps validate what other people have gone through. And Sam, you are so correct in that. If you notice too, like a lot of us, if I say the word rumination, you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. So, but Sarah says we have to take it easy with each other now. Too much heavy stuff going on these days. So there are a lot of stressors that we're already going through, the finances, the state of the world, and people are more on edge too. Ashley says, I'm off to bed. Text me and let me know what time tomorrow. So tomorrow we will do it if I have a snow day. If not, we'll do it Wednesday. Deal? Sammy says a lot of therapists and psychologists don't know about it unless they've dealt with it firsthand. Thank you for pointing that out. If you guys have gone through narcissistic abuse, definitely make sure you have somebody who knows how to deal with that trauma, because it is different. And you don't want them thinking you're crazy, or like, why didn't you just leave, or you're the issue, because it's not like a normal breakup, or it's not like a normal relationship. Sarah says boundaries, daily affirmations. I'm here for that. Daily affirmations about what we are grateful for. Write in a journal about thoughts and feelings You could tear it up when you're done if it makes you feel better. Sharing with others is so helpful. And I agree. Yep, it makes a big difference. And just like Sarah said, write those feelings out. It almost is like a transfer where you pull it out and put it somewhere, and then you can throw it away. So it's an action to release it. Survivor Ashley says that's why I said on our podcast that you need a trauma therapist. And I will reiterate, I agree. And Survivor says, write a list on why your life has gotten better since being without them. And it's almost like a catalyst to where it's like a slingshot. It is going to push us into a better life. So hang in there. We took a couple steps back and we were released, and that hurts, is scary. And then we get into the beauty of our new life. So Sammy Sam, a lot of therapists and psychologists. Yeah. And you have to be careful too, like religiously. Some pastors or whatever, it's good to uphold your marriage vows, but if somebody is going to unalive you or beat you, God doesn't want you in that volatile of a situation. Sarah says, I love to hear these thoughts. Oh, yes. See, we're growing together. Mimi liked the live. Thank you for that, Mimi. Me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. That's fun to say. So, I don't know, guys. I need a snow day. That would be so nice. In the middle of my live where my phone would ring, I could just see. And then I would know that Sarah says, this is how group therapy works. You learn from each other what works. And so Ashley's saying, the podcast has helped her. And can you tell me why? Was it causing you to self-reflect or to just expel the emotions? I don't know if you can put it into words. What was helpful about the podcast? I know a lot of people who do those with me. A lot of them are super nervous at first. And tell me how you felt, Ashley, because I usually put you guys at ease, and a lot of people come away with it like that was kind of fun. And they're sharing these like deep stories, but they say it was fun, and if you guys would like to share your story, let me know. Sarah still needs to do one with me, but you're right. This is how group therapy works. So that's why I try to do these nightly as much as I can. Can't always do them every night, but hey, it's a free therapy session. I also do one-on-ones if you guys would like to go a little bit deeper, a little bit more personalized. We can set up an appointment if you would like that. But we are doing good in our daily ranking, guys. Nobody's told me. Sarah, do you know what's going on with TikTok? It was supposed to be at like 10 o'clock this morning. I have not seen anything. And is the government withholding that from us? And I think it was Red Zone that they said lemonade and all that. But I think anything Chinese are going to shut down. But you also have your like Temu and how do you guys say it? Shein? Shein. Yeah, I think it has to do with the speech because the Chinese people already have, or like the algorithms on our patterns. So, but I don't know. Sarah says, I'm coming too, but groups learn from each other. You bring up topic and group leads. Yes. So that's why I started with today with the I'm too tired. Confirmation bias. We started with confirmation bias. Also, you guys can let me know what topics you want to talk about. Makes it easier for me to customize your channel. This is your channel. Sarah says, I'm not sure, had deck appointment. When's your doctor's appointment? So Iceman is here, Stevie. Nice to have you. When's your doctor's appointment? So Chad, are you still here? Where'd Chad go? Now you get me hungry. Guys are so quiet. Chad, what'd you have for dinner tonight? I think I want everybody to tell me what they had for dinner tonight. What did I have? I had spaghetti. I made spaghetti yesterday. Yes, have a good recipe tomorrow. Okay. Can I just do chicken? Let's see. I bought stuff to make homemade pizza. I was going to make a pizza dough. I'm not doing that tomorrow, but I don't know. What could I make with my puff pastry? I kind of want to make my sister, dang it. I should have bought apples. My sisters Susie shared beautiful, like, you have your dough. I don't know if it was puff pastry though. And then you put little apple slices, you cut them so like half moon shaped, and you put them, and then you roll up the dough. And as you're rolling it, it turns into like a rose, and it's really pretty. But I think you got to soften the apples somehow. You got to cut them super. Maybe it's just thin enough. What does she call it? Mandolin? What does she call it? I can't remember. But a good recipe. You guys are making me want to cook. Dang it. I don't know. I got that puff pastry calling my name. But I just want to eat the puff pastry without cooking it. Scrambled eggs and toast. Now that I bought bagels. I could do that. Scrambled eggs and I can do that. That actually sounds pretty good. I don't usually make eggs, and I don't know why. They're good. I still wanted to make a quiche. How many eggs do I have? Oh, I should have bought cream. Dang it. I almost bought it. I bought evaporated milk, which is a little bit more dense. So I could use that and maybe even add some butter in there to make my own kind of cream. I'm a survivor, a soul survivor, a recipe survivor. And yeah, I'm just not set up to cook tonight because everything will collapse if I try and do that now. Sarah says I had to eat crappy McDonald's after my appointment because of their deal. Now you're sick. Check this out. Do you guys believe this? Let me show you. I went to Aldi's, and all right, so I'm right here, guys. Where is it? Okay, so this is what I bought. I bought Black Angus stew meat. Okay, so real quick, bought it today. When do you think it's going to expire? Tell me. Think outside the box with cooking. Oh my goodness. Okay, so use or freeze by, today is the 13th. When do you think this will expire? Use or freeze? Tell me. Fresh meat. I need at least 1 or 2 comments, and I'll tell you. Must be a delay. Survivor of I see you joining back in. So what do you think? When would this expire? I bought it today. I don't know how many days it's been there. You guys are so slow. Is there a delay? Okay, so $6.49 a pound. I got 1.47 pounds. And I have till the 30th. I didn't think it would be not until 5 days. It says until the 30th. Is that right? That's 17 days. 17 days. Do we believe that? I don't know, because I was like, use or freeze by January 30th. It's blowing my mind that I don't know. But I'll make it in the next couple days. And then let's see. I don't know, guys. I want my puff pastry. Let's see if that's soft. It's soft. I can make my puff pastry. Have to freeze it. Yeah, but it says it's good till the 30th. I want something sweet with this. That might be good though with the Debbie talking about the eggs. I could do almost like a croissant. I'm thinking like a Friday kind of thing. But I don't want to go to bed, guys. I just want them to call and say that there's no school tomorrow. So let's see. I'm going to check the weather again. What is this for? Required documents. Weather. I'll type in advisory. Near me update. Yeah, nothing's been called. 9 Michigan counties under winter weather advisory until 3:13 a.m. No, you should cook it. Oh, cook and freeze. I can do that. You sent me some things. Yes, good. Let's see. Okay, so till 3:13 Eastern Standard Time. When was this? January 13th. Let's see, up to 3 inches of snow. That's not too bad. 3 inches. Let's see. Oh, whoa, it just started doing its own thing. It expires Tuesday at 7 p.m. So that's the thing is, goes into effect at 9:10 p.m. And navigating the chill temperatures near freezing, it's prudent to assume icy patches and adjust your driving. Be on the alert for ice accumulating. Oh, ice accumulating on power lines and tree branches that may break. I forget about that. Make sure your gas tank is full. Mine's not. I was going to buy gas on the way home from work because I drove too much. But Debbie, what's your weather like today? Snow to intensify. That was on the 10th. Let me check Facebook. Facebook school closings. Let's see. Michigan's let's see if anything's closed yet. I don't think so. Closings and delays. I don't know. I'm sitting, hoping. Mimi, what's the weather like for you? Oh, wait. January 12th. This must be a different year because Galesburg, Augusta schools were closed. Three Rivers, White Pigeon. But that was Friday, January 12th. That's a couple years ago. It must have been. So tomorrow, 17 degrees and sunny. What is ours? Let's see. Weather by me. I got to redo. Let's see. Weather. Oh, tonight is a full moon. Okay, so right now, winds are 17 miles per hour, humidity 76, 17 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Light snow, 11:55 p.m. Monday the 13th, and let's see, 3 o'clock. Snow showers let's see. So okay, snow showers till about 4 in the morning, And then it's going to be cloudy. Light snow again at 7:45. Cloudy, let's see, around time to go home. And it doesn't snow again. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be snowy till 4 o'clock and then just cloudy. They might get the snow trucks out. When is it? 20 degrees? 20 degrees and ice isn't effective. What is it? And I'll tell you, what do you guys think about the full moon? I think the full moon definitely does affect people. In retrospect, hindsight, I have seen it affect people where you're like, what was up with today? Why were the students like that? Or I've worked at like bars before too, and you're like, what was up with the people tonight? And looking back, you're like, oh, it was a full moon. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at the Doppler. Debbie says it's the ice part in your forecast that might cancel school. They don't want kids falling. Or danger. Yeah, you can fall at the bus stop, walking to school. Our air quality is good. There, I can see. Okay, it's light. How can I change the time on that? It's light snow right now. Let me look outside. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy. And Sarah's sharing a reel or driving. You're right. Sarah, you got me all excited to see what your reel is. It better be my reel. Keeping it real. So yeah, and ice. Yes. I don't know. Have to see. But I guess maybe I'll go to sleep. It is midnight. I don't want to. It's fun being a grown-up till you got to be responsible, and then it's not fun. I have no desire to go to sleep now. I become awake in the evening. I struggle during the afternoon. So this is when I feel good. I don't feel good in the middle of the day. I just drag. But Superman wife in a narcissistic relationship. Big Swag is here. Nice to have you. Are you going to follow me? Go to bed. I know. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take Debbie's advice. My biggest cheerleader. But Mimi, thank you for liking the live. Lots of love to you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Look at all that love. You guys are great. I really enjoy spending time with you guys. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Topic requests are welcome. One-on-ones are available. And I might just do a video before I go to bed. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Please hit that like button. Share if this will help somebody. And thank you for joining. And Sarah, thank you for your expertise. Our licensed master social worker. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in our cooking show tomorrow. All right. Good night, guys. Good night. Big Swag. Oh, look at that #1 gifter. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. And YouTube, one sec. One sec. So, all these things you got to do. All right. Good night.